You know, it's a joke, but it's really not that far off from the truth. Time for another Mark's Comic Haul, y'all. My God, people. I opened my wallet today and it went. This is another ridiculous week at the comic book shop. And I apologize. I'm actually uploading this video a little bit later than I had planned on. I try to get these new this week videos posted Wednesday night, and then it was going to be Thursday night, and now it's turned into late Friday night. So, hey, it's still in the same week. I guess that's what matters. My name is Mark Walters, and I do these videos quite a bit where I show like the books that come out that were like the new this week books, and the stuff that I picked up. And then sometimes I go through like some back issues that I picked up as well, which I'm going to show you guys. So yeah, okay, so I'm going to start off with a few quick back issues, and then I'm going to go into the new this week books that I grabbed this week, and you can tell me if I got something that you missed, if there was something I didn't get that I should have got. Let me know down in the comments. If you wouldn't mind, if you like this content, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. I am trying to build up my subscriber count and hopefully at some point get this channel monetized, because God knows I need a little help paying my bill at the comic book shop every week. All right, so without further ado, here we go. This was actually out last week. I picked up an extra copy of Nightwing 75. I believe the books I'm showing you right now are from Collected store in Fort Worth. Went out there and saw my buddy Ron. Ron also runs Brainy Comics, which they're doing a lot of really cool like retailer exclusives. But anyway, this is just cover A of Nightwing 75, which I think sold out in a lot of shops. This is cover B, which I did not get when it came out, so I was happy to get that. This is a back issue, but he still had it out on the shelf, and I was shocked it was still there. Daredevil number 3. This is a first printing. This book's gone into second printing. This is the issue where the very last page, the very last panel, was Frank Castle as the Punisher being a total badass, and so I like this issue a lot. I already have, I think, 1 or 2 copies of it, but you know, it went into a second print. This is a first print. He still had it on the shelf. I was kind of surprised, and I was like, hey, I'll pick that up. Also surprised he still had these on the shelf. But got a couple more copies of X-Force. What is this, number 12? What is the number on this? 10, sorry. I think that says 10. They put this so small down here. It's so hard to read it. Anyway, the highly debated first appearance of Solemn. First appearance of Solemn is probably technically Wolverine 6, but X-Force is a low-ordered book, and he's on the cover very prominently, so I think some people are arguing whether or not this is... They both came out on the same day, whatever. Listen, guys, I am looking for cover A to Wolverine. I have cover B. I have multiple copies of cover B, and now I have multiple copies of this. So if anybody's looking for some of these, or if you're looking for the cover B to Wolverine number 6, let's trade. Send me a message. You can shoot me an email at dallascomicshow@gmail.com. Let's do a trade, because I am very much looking for cover A to Wolverine number 6. You know what? I have a couple different covers for Juggernaut number 1. I have the Scotty Young cover. I have the variant cover, which I think is Ron Garney, maybe? And then this one I did not have. I don't know why. I just didn't have it, and Ron still had it on the shelf, and I was like, hey, that's a cool book. I like that cover. I don't have that cover. I don't know why I don't have that cover, but now I do have that cover. Got another copy of this, and I'm pretty sure this is a very low-ordered book. Cable number 5, another X of Swords tie-in, and just, you know, low-ordered X-Men book. From my understanding, a lot of stores sold out of this the day it came out because they weren't thinking about the fact that it was a crossover, and people were collecting every issue of the crossover. Another book I did not get last week, X of Swords, what is this, Handbook, which I'm hearing a lot of retailers sold out of this just because it's an X of Swords book. I didn't get it, so I figured I'd pick up a copy. Okay, as you guys know, the big book this week is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin. Some of you may have overlooked this. Came out last week. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 110. First appearance of the Roadhogs, right here on the cover. This is the Eastman cover A, I guess cover A. Cover B, sorry. But what a lot of people didn't know is there's a, like, is it 5 pages or 4 pages? I think it's 4 page. There's a 4-page preview of The Last Ronin in this book. It's in the last 4 pages of the book. So technically, this is the first appearance of The Last Ronin, unless you want to count the promotional, like, flyer thing that they sent out to retailers, which now people are selling for stupid money. But as far as, like, interior pages, I think this is the first official appearance of The Last Ronin. And now people are looking for this book because nobody knew it. So I picked up, Ron had like 2 copies left on the shelf. I grabbed them. And then this is the cover. Oh, this is cover A. Sorry. Same book. Roadhogs. Cover A. And then the Eastman's the cover B. And so anyway, very cool. Last Ronin, first appearance. This was a book I've been looking for. And it's kind of funny because some shops I've been to, gone. You can't find them. Then I've gone to 2 other shops where they had multiple copies on the shelf. So, I don't know. You guys probably know there's some new DC characters coming out, one of which is a Brazilian Wonder Woman. And Steve Orlando, who is writing Wonder Woman, he mentioned that this annual number 4, that is number 4, right? Yeah, number 4. Annual number 4, she goes to, like, a Brazilian, like, Amazonian island very similar to Themyscira, and maybe there's a connection, maybe there's not, but considering it's a Brazilian island filled with Amazonians, and the new Wonder Woman is a Brazilian Wonder Woman, you never know. This is probably still out there where you can find it, so see if you can grab yourself a copy just in case. It's a Wonder Woman annual. It's not a high-ordered book, I don't think. Anyway, I just figured better safe than sorry. We're almost through the back issues here. This is Exosword's creation, the number 1. I think the first issue of Exoswords. I didn't have this cover, and there's a variant from this week that you'll see that has a bunch of characters on it. And sometimes these character covers become pretty desirable because they may feature, like, first appearances of all the different characters. And so I grabbed this one just in case. But it's been out for a while. I just happened to see this. This I actually saw at Awesome Comics. My buddy Jake that runs Awesome Comics. So I grabbed that there. This was at Titan Comics. Black Widow number 1. The reason I grabbed this is because a lot of the stores I go to here in Dallas, the store that's right down the street from me is Zeus Comics, which is kind of like my regular comic shop. For some reason, Zeus never got these. They got the J. Scott Campbell cover. To date, they still have not got these. They were never shipped to the store, even though they ordered them. So I never got the Adam Hughes cover, and I'm a big Adam Hughes nut. Not to mention I'm buddies with Adam Hughes. So I was kind of bummed that I never got this cover. Now, I did get the Diamond retailer exclusive. You might have seen me show that off. The difference is that the red and the black in the background is swapped. So this is just the regular cover of Black Widow number 1, and it's a really sweet cover, so I figured I'd pick it up. And this is also from Titan Comics, from their back issues, Star Wars Darth Vader number 19, and you're going to have to forgive me, I don't remember the significance of this book. All these Star Wars books are starting to heat up now. People are going back and picking up keys, and I think it was Mercenot that showed off this issue, Star Wars Darth Vader number 19. Is it the first appearance of the other sister? I can't remember. If you guys know, comment down below. But anyway, it's a really cool cover, and I think it's just another Star Wars spec book. So, okay, so new this week. Finally, we're getting into the new this week stuff. I had stopped showing the True Believers for a while, but I figure why not? I'll show them just in case you guys didn't know. True Believers, Marvel 2-in-1, Thing, and Black Widow. Grabbed a couple copies of that. Just a cool classic Black Widow story. This is Black Widow #1 from 1999, I think. Is that when it came out? I can't remember. Anyway, J.G. Jones, there were two different covers to Black Widow #1. One of them featured Natasha Romanoff, and the other one featured, is it Elena Belova? Yelena Belova? God, I can't remember these names. 36 hours. I have been up 36 hours. If you see these bags under my eyes, it's because I haven't gone to sleep in 36 hours. I don't even know how I'm still awake to do this. Anyway, there you go, Black Widow. True Believers. And then, of course, I picked up my Marvel previews, The King in Black, and it's got a little Venom on the back there. Big, thick Marvel previews. Lots of stuff in there. Okay, we'll start with DC. This is one of the hottest books this week, and I'm very lucky I was able to get. I mean, these were gone. Like, I don't even think they hit the shelf. Batgirl #50. Everyone is specking on this book because this is the last issue of Batgirl. They've canceled the title, and it's also the first appearance of the character that is now the new Batwoman in the CW series Batwoman. So the character that becomes Batwoman makes her first comic appearance in this book, and everyone's going nuts looking for this book. I would really like to get a couple more copies of this, but I went to 4 different stores, and all of them had sold out. I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure it's not ridiculously rare. Somebody probably has extra copies of them. If anyone wants to work out a trade, let me know. I'd be happy to do a trade or something. One thing that is interesting to note, every single copy, from my understanding, has a weird kind of little, not a crease, but like an indentation, I guess, from the printer that goes up and down, like right in the middle of the cover. So that's fun. Also, there's a really cool Terry Dodson cover B on that book, and I couldn't get that either. So, would have liked to. If somebody else has them, let me know. Batman Beyond #48. This is cover A. And significance of this book, first, if I'm not mistaken, first official meeting of Batman and Batman Beyond. Like, first time that they meet when he's still like regular Batman, time travel sort of thing. And this is cover B. Just a really cool, really nice cover B. Really like this. Batman Superman #13. Mark Brooks turning in a Batman Superman cover. And I always pick up Mark Brooks covers. I actually need to go back and get a couple more copies of this. I just grabbed one. And the reason I just grabbed one is because I knew my bill was going to be $1,000. Not really, but geez. I mean, it's ridiculous. Dark Knight's Death Metal, Rise of the New God, #1. This book features a first appearance of a new character whose name I just forgot. I literally had it on the tip of my tongue, and I just forgot it. I want to say the Watcher, but it's not the Watcher. It's like the Chronicler, I think. Is that it? I think that's it. Anyway, he looks like Ghost Rider. He looks like Cosmic Ghost Rider. Now, you may laugh when I say that, but when you see him, you're going to be like, oh my god, he looks like Cosmic Ghost Rider. He looks exactly like Cosmic Ghost Rider. Anyway, he makes his first appearance in this book. I don't know if that'll lead to anything, but there it is. Detective Comics #1029, first appearance of the Mirror, the chilling debut of the Mirror, who is right there on the cover. So if you like Batman and you collect first appearances of villains, you'll definitely want to get that book. This is the cover B by Lee Bermejo. Just a really nice cover B. Kind of reminds me of the old 1966 Batman, when they're climbing up the side of the wall, you know, Adam West and Burt Ward, you know, come on, Robin, let's climb. I I went a little bit nuts on this. I don't know why I got so many of these. I just love the cover. I thought it was a beautiful cover. Justice League Dark number 27, and I know this is not a heavily ordered book. Who is this? Kajal Gu, I think, is the artist, or Kajal Gnu. I'm not sure how you say his last name, but just a really gorgeous cover, and I went a little crazy on that one. I'm not specking on it. I just love the cover, and I thought I'd pick up some extra copies, and somehow I ended up with 5. I don't know how. Maybe someone would like to trade me for that, or one of those, one or two of those. Legion of Superheroes number 10. I thought this was a really nice cover, and this features the return of a Superman villain, Rogel. My brain is so fried. I'm so sorry. I can't. He's one of the newer Superman villains. Rogel Thar, Rogel Kar, Rogel Scar, Rogel Sar. I can't remember his. Oh, God. Rogel Zar? Is that it? Rogel Zar? Anyway, he pops back up on the last issue. He's going to try to kill. He's going to try to destroy all the Kryptonians. I don't know. Anyway, it's a nice cover. I picked it up. Beautiful Wonder Woman 765. Just a beautiful Joshua Middleton cover. And from what I saw by going to different stores, it looked like these were flying. So you may want to get one if you can find it. It's just a really gorgeous cover. He did another cover kind of like this, where it was like a close-up, just like portrait shot of her, just a couple issues back. So you may want to look for that one too. Alex Ross, you devil. All these Alex Ross Timeless covers are still coming out. I think this is the last week. I hope. I hope. Look at this. It's like, hey, look, it's a Kirby hand. Look at that. Jack Kirby. I'm so fried and loopy. This is Fantastic Four Antithesis. Number 3, with Medusa on the cover. Really nice, Alex Ross. I noticed something interesting about this particular cover. If you look in your shop, if they have a stack of these, you'll notice that the color on some of them is a little bit darker than the other ones. Kind of like some are like a darker purplish color, if that makes a difference to you. I just noticed it. And then also, I've been telling everybody week after week, but you want to be really, really careful with these timeless variants, because a lot of them have printer issues where, like, up here they'll have a rip, like a literal rip tear in the cover. And you kind of have to look through them to find the ones that don't have it. But I've been seeing that a lot. So I've been trying to warn people. Hopefully they can avoid it. Immortal Hulk number 39. Really nice Alex Ross cover on this one. And I didn't get the spoiler cover this time around. They've been doing these like regular covers and then spoiler variants, and I just didn't fool with that. Shang-Chi number 2. This is the Alex Ross Timeless variant for Shang-Chi number 2. Just a really nice Timeless variant. Strange Academy number 4. Multiple covers for this issue. This is the Humberto Ramos cover for number 4. Pretty cool. I love, these covers that have like white backgrounds, but you always want to look at the spines to make sure you don't have any dirt on the spine, because these things will get dirty over time. Strange Academy number 4. This is the Arthur Adams character variant. If you remember the previous one, looked very similar to this. These are really nice. Anything Arthur Adams does, I'll pick it up. Another Alex Ross Timeless variant. This is Strange Academy number 4, the Scarlet Witch. Pretty good. Definitely one of his nicer ones, I guess you could say. I mean, they're all great, but, And X of Swords number 11, or I'm sorry, X of Swords Stasis. Well, it's part 11 of 22, but I think this book is just called X of Swords. Yeah, book's X of Swords Stasis, right? Yeah. Anyway, this is the character variant. I was telling you guys about this, and here's something weird. So one store I go into has this marked up and has it labeled a variant cover. Another store I go into just has it out on the shelf with the rest of the books. Did someone get it right and someone get it wrong? Was it meant to be marked up? I don't know. Anyway, I grabbed two because I just thought it was nice. And it does have all these characters on it. And some of those may be first appearances. I don't know. Okay, now we're getting into the independents. This is Giga. I'm assuming it's pronounced Giga or Giga. This is the tribute to Herb Trimpe variant cover. Meant to look like old Marvel Transformers or G.I. Joe type comic book. Anyway, I thought that was cool. And I heard that book's really good. Haven't had a chance to read it yet. Haven't had a chance to read any of these, to be honest with you. Spawn, number 311. A lot of people are talking about this book. Mainly because of the Chadwick Boseman cover, which I'm getting to. But anyway, this is cover A. I actually thought this was a really nice cover. But no one really seems to be talking about this particular cover. And this is Carlo Barbieri, inked by Todd McFarlane. You got Spawn, you got the medieval Spawn, you got the gunslinger Spawn, and is that it? Yeah, those three. This is the Francisco Mattina, I think, cover for 311. Nice. And of course, I'm sure you guys have seen this. The Chadwick Boseman tribute cover, which I thought was really cool. This is Todd McFarlane art. I heard someone complaining in one of the groups that I follow on Facebook. They were saying, oh, so this was just a cash grab by McFarlane to, mark it off of his death and everything. He didn't have to do this. He did it to do a tribute to Chadwick Boseman. I don't know that you would... Sure, you could call it a cash grab. Does that mean that all the Marvel comics that have the little tribute banner across the top that say in memory of Chadwick Boseman, are those cash grabs? Not to mention, Spawn is like one of the few comic books still out there that charges $2.99. I can't think of many that are doing that. So can we give Todd a break for this one? And then this, of course, is the variant cover, the black and white variant cover. Which, again, weirdness with this one, because some stores I went into, these were just out on the shelf with the other comics. There was no markup or anything. And then other shops I went into, these were marked up to like $10. I think one shop had them at $5.99. It was kind of all over the place. And then, of course, the book that everybody's talking about this week, The Last Ronin. Frustrating book because it is taller than the average comic book, wider than the average comic book. I believe it's done sizably proportional to the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comics, but still, it's a pain because, as you can see, I have another copy here. So these will not fit in a normal comic bag. This is a magazine bag and board. And as you can see, even in a magazine bag and board, you have all this extra space. So I think I figured out what you can do. If you get a Golden Age bag and then get a magazine board, and then you're going to have to trim the board. Don't trim it along the top, just trim it along the side so that it fits in the Golden Age bag, and then put the book in the Golden Age bag with the magazine board trimmed, and it'll be perfect. And even though it is wider than the average comic, it will still fit in a comic book box, which is kind of odd. And I was lucky enough to be able to get the 1 in 10 Kevin Eastman cover. This is the one I really wanted, just because I love Kevin. You know, I've known Kevin for many, many years, and I figure his cover on this book is going to be the one you wanted. There was a 1 in 25, and I did have an opportunity to get it, but it was so expensive. It was like $60, and I had already spent so much money. It's just ridiculous. Oh my God. So, yeah, those are your books. I'm going to hold up a few here, um, mainly so I can do a thumbnail for the video. But anyway, hopefully you guys picked up some cool stuff this week. And wow, I'm getting some crazy glare on that. There you go. There's my thumbnail for the video. But yeah, this was the book I was most excited about, and again, just, you know, gorgeous. So, if I missed anything, tell me down below. If there's anything that you guys have that I want, that you want to trade for, reach out to me, DallasComicShow@gmail.com. You can find out more about me at BigFanboy.com. It's my movie news and review website. I've been running it for the last 15 plus years. And then DallasComicShow.com is my convention. But we're on hiatus right now with Dallas Comic Show. Hopefully we'll be back sooner than later. This weekend is Halloween. So if you guys are watching this, you may be getting ready for Halloween. If you are getting ready for Halloween, don't forget we are still in the middle of a pandemic. So you want to stay safe, stay responsible, keep others safe around you. I hope everybody voted for this very important election that's coming up. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful, very happy Halloween. Stay safe out there. I'm not so concerned about you guys, because I know you guys are responsible adults. I'm concerned about the idiots that are not responsible adults that are going to be driving around you. So be careful out there, folks. But have a very safe and happy Halloween. This is Mark Walters for Mark's Comic Haul. Y'all, again, if you guys like this content, please like and subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. I will see you on the next episode of Mark's Comic Haul, y'all. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.